Gabriel Overton has been one of the most important players in the first year and a half of this Wanderers save game. He has been at the heart of all our attacks, knew his injury proneness was going to be a problem, suspected a day would come where we'd have to learn to deal without him. That day came, he sprained his ankle ligaments, having just signed a new deal, and got injured for 4 weeks. And the real question was, would Andy White be able to step up? Well, the answer's going to become apparent after the intro. Let's do this. Yes, folks, how is it going? And a warm welcome back. It's Park to Prem. It's Wednesday. It's episode number 12, and we're doing all right. I'm pleased to report Overton's been out. Like I mentioned, he signed a new deal. Callum Hume has also signed a new deal, now on over £2,000 a week, and I've made new signings too. We now have 3 players on over £2,000 a week. 2 of them, new faces at the club. The first, Jesse Deborah, 25 years old, was playing for Port Vale. I really like this guy as a centre-back. Last year, he was promoted with Port Vale from League 2. They released him. He didn't find a new club. And I absolutely love this guy. He is big, good jumping reach, super consistent, loves important matches. Not small wages by any means. But I look at him, I feel like he is good enough to be a low-end League 1 player. And the other player we picked up, someone who I rate very, very highly, Tyrese Forner, a Sierra Leone international. Don't worry, he's got secondary English nationality. He was born in London, and I'll tell you what, he's really, really bloody good. Callum Jones was brought in to be our defensive midfielder, you might remember at the start of the year. To be fair, he's been really reliable and played really well. Forner is just on a whole nother level. Now, he has signed on £2,400 a week, similar to the situation we saw before, a player who was playing in League 2 last year, played well in League 2, but was ultimately released from his club. In this case, it was Derby County. We've snapped him up. Not played too many games for us yet, but the early signs are promising. Now, since last episode, we played 6 games in all competitions. We have got to the end of October. Today, we're going to be taking on a Maidenhead team who have emerged from nowhere to be 3rd in the National League. I feel like there's this ongoing trend this season where we're continuing to win at the top, and every time I look over my shoulder, there's new teams behind us. Maidenhead are the latest plucky challengers. They have a game in hand on Yeovil. We're going to be looking to beat them. And well, given our recent form, I'd like to think we'll be able to do that, although as you might have seen here, there's a speck of red. No, it's not blood, it's a loss. It makes me angry. But before all of that, let's look at the good news. We beat Rochdale 4-0 to kick off the month. Man of the match in this game, Aaron Allen, 2 assists for the left back. Look at the scene of Gree average ratings. After that, we managed to beat Woking 2-0 away from home. Andy White bagging a brace. 0-0 draw against Harrogate was a tad disappointing. Karen Hume got injured in this one. Still kind of coming back from that injury. You can see here, fitness test. Can I hover over the fitness test? I can. 75 minutes he might be able to play today. He'll probably be playing that and more. After that 0-0 draw, we decided to take out our frustrations against Basingstoke in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. A team who played down in the lower leagues. We were very clinical. We bullied them in this one. After that, a nice home win against Boreham Wood, and then I suppose we have to address the elephant in the room. Wealdstone, they're good. They're not good. Look, they beat us 3-1. They scored a penalty. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. I'll be honest, wasn't particularly happy with our team performance. I made some subs, and the subs actually did okay, but we ultimately succumbed to a defeat, despite the fact that Andy White did grab his 15th league goal of the season in 16 games. Now, you've already seen this, but despite the defeat, we are still sat firmly top of the table. Today's first opposition in Maidenhead actually have the top goal scorer in the league in Show Silver. When you look at him, he looks very underwhelming. That could be getting lulled into a false sense of security. He's playing very well. Oh, and the second game we've got coming up today is in the FA Cup against Ebbsfleet. I was looking for a sexy first round tie. We're taking on the team currently bottom of the league we play in. We're going to jump straight into the first game today. Maidenhead should be a good game. When I saw this one ahead of the FA Cup game, I felt like this was a good match to come back for. In the attacking department, with the absence, of course, of Overton, McGlynn hasn't been able to step in because he's been injured. We have pretty much been entirely relying on White and Whittaker. And I know Whittaker scored last episode and looked okay and stuff. He's still not really delivered what I thought he would. Elsewhere in the team, though, we are fully rested. Joe Rose, the goalkeeper, passed his fitness test, of course, broke his toe, missed over a month of football. Good to see him back in the team today. If he doesn't step up, there might be a temptation to bring back in Miles Roberts, because, to be honest, he really didn't put that much of a foot wrong when we played him at striker. When you look at the head-to-head comparison, Joe Rose is certainly the better player, but from a statistical point of view, Miles, he's proven that he could be useful. Now, in terms of the rest of the team, I mentioned Deborah, the new signing at centre-back. In terms of how he fits into the team, I hate to say it, Spencer Addons is dropped. Yeah, I don't know if that's controversial necessarily. When you compare him with Deborah head-to-head, this man that we've signed just a whole new level above, and alongside the two young former Manchester United centre-backs, I feel like we've got a back three here that could maybe even do the job in the league above us in League 2. I really, really like the look of our defence. I mentioned earlier, Callum Jones has started this year really well, but just due to the circumstances that meant I could sign Forner, and I have signed Forner, he now finds himself on the bench. I feel like Hume is a great little creative player, and to be honest, I feel like Forner alongside him is just going to be that counterweight. The player who's a little bit better at winning the ball in the defensive third, looks to do, well, I was going to say no-nonsense stuff, but actually, Forner has some okay ability with the ball at his feet. 11 passing, 11 vision, but this level's actually quite good. And you might be wondering, Jack, you talked about new contracts for Hume and Overton. What's happening with Thorndike? Still doesn't want to discuss a new contract, still continuing to play him. Of all the players currently in this starting 11 when we're fully fit, he's the man who I might be looking for a replacement for before the end of the year. Right, we're going to jump straight into this one. We lost our first game of the year last time out against Wealdstone. A shock result. Wealdstone are not very high in the league. They took the chances that came their way. Maidenhead did lose their most recent game, but they are still a team who are looking very, very good lately. Don't expect this to be a simple result, but do expect to win. Free kick for them. Barrett whipping it towards the back post. The header is missed there. Have we just given away a penalty? Who was it? Who gave away the penalty? Locko was shoved by Jackson, giving away the penalty. Well, 1 minute in, this is not how this is meant to start. I'm lost for words. They've banged it in the top corner, and I'm just annoyed. I mean, I suppose it's the nature of the beast. With live commentaries, I come back for the games against the big guns, the teams towards the top, so we are going to have more of a battle. But compared to some of the games we've played, I'm not used to being in this situation. This is a new, uncharted territory we now find ourselves in. Last time we conceded early goals was against, well, it was our most recent game where we lost. So we need to do better here. We need to bounce back in a manner we couldn't before. Ajaria, Whittaker, I think he had a vendetta against a home fan there. Don't even think he was aiming for the goal. Collins with the goal kick for Maidenhead. It is all action inside the first 10 minutes here. Whittaker does not even jump for that header. Deborah, though, does get to the second ball. Thorndike now looking to play it forward. Whittaker, one-on-one, has to score, does score. I've seen the flag raised. It's not going to count. It's offside. The game didn't even show me the replay there for the offside, so it must have been rather convincing. I will point out that having scored, Maidenhead have literally done, well, very little. They've not had another shot on target yet. We've had 72% of the ball, but we need to create more. We need to have a few more opportunities. Maybe here we can make something happen. Deborah to Allen, whips in, Whittaker, free header, scores it. The linesman isn't going to rule that one out. I spent more than half of last episode bigging up Aaron Allen. He had actually slowed down a little bit lately. Camera comes on, decide to record, he does this. He does it all for the cameras. 10 minutes left of the half. Having started the game reasonably well, Maidenhead have not really capitalised on that momentum, and having now scored, I feel like we're the team that should be grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck and trying to assert our authority on it. Penny plays it wide to Green. He is going to, well, I thought, get dispossessed. He's actually managed to keep hold of the ball nicely. Now Locko looking to dink it through the middle. Kingdon wins his header. Kingdon has now moved into the centre of the defence. Only real reason for doing that is he only has free vision. Of course, we play with two wider ball-playing defenders. He does actually have 10 passing. He just can't see very far. So with that in mind, I think it makes sense to have him in the heart of the defence. Anyway, we've worked it out from the defence. We're working it forward here. Thorndike to White. I don't know how he's not scored it. It's gone out for a corner. Was that a save? I mean, statistically, yes. I feel like the ball was just kicked at the goalkeeper's head and he didn't know what happened. We do still have an opportunity here. Maybe Hume whips it in and it doesn't go anywhere. Allen in the wide area. What can he do? Allen to Hume. Tackle. Ball falls back to Allen, whipped on his right foot, falls towards Ajaria, the right back. Forner, looking for his first goal, lays it back to Ajaria. Whittaker scores, is offside. It's the second goal of the game for Whittaker ruled out. If offsides weren't real, he would have had a hat-trick. Was this one closer? The answer, yes, but he was off. Statistically, you know, it's a 1-1 scoreline. Statistically, it doesn't look like we've had a load of shots on target, but having had 2 disallowed goals, I think it goes without saying we are creating plenty. I'm going to get rid of the pass the ball into space instruction. I'm going to ask our fullbacks to look for the overlap now and just go a little more direct in this half. We're having a lot of possession, but not really creating enough. I want the wing-backs to get further up the pitch, look for those overlaps, and I want us to try, and with a bit more purpose, craft out opportunities closer to goal. We do have a corner here, which is whipped towards the back post. Ajaria to Allen. Aaron Allen has scored and assisted again. It's his 7th of the year. He's a left back. If you thought the AA era was just like a flash in the pan, absolutely bloody not. This man is the real deal. Ajaria, the two 16-year-old fullbacks from our intake, linking up, and that's a lovely finish. Goalkeeper injury. I don't have a goalkeeper on the bench. I mean, who do I play in goal here? Travis Johnson? I realise my skin does not have goalkeeper rating showing. I never need this information. There's only one thing to do in this situation. Find out who the tallest player is. Andy White, you are the tallest player. You are going in goal. Good luck. Probably should also take Joe Rose off. We'll bring in McGlynn. He's been injured. He did play well before he got injured. White is now in goal for us. He really is the Wanderers' Harry Kane. I mean, at this point now, the main aim, I suppose, has to be, let's make sure they do not have a shot on our goal here. I'm going to ask the players to lower the tempo, make the passing much, much shorter. In transition, just play it out from the back. Hold on to the ball for as long as we can. Don't need to run with the ball. Just need to stick to the game plan now. Just if they can't touch the ball, they can't have shots. They've got an effort here. White's put on a green jersey. It's whipped to the back post. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Green shoots. It's blocked. I mean, the fact it's a one-goal game means that we probably are going to need to score at least one more, because I don't know if you've ever used an outfield player in goal in Football Manager. It's like they don't have hands. If we have a shot on target against us, it's probably just a goal. So, yeah, let's try and get another here. I've changed the instructions really just to try and ensure we hold on to the ball. We were having a lot of the ball in the first half, and if we can limit Maidenhead to, say, 20 to 30% possession, I feel like they're going to struggle to get the ball forward. Of course, on the flip side, if we could get another, that would help me a lot. I'm a tactical genius. McGlynn with the assist, Whittaker with the goal. The assister there, of course, only on the pitch because of the injury to the goalkeeper and me putting White in goal. But McGlynn wins his flick on. Whittaker had all the time and space, and for the 4th time in this game, he's put the ball in the back of the net. If you are wondering, Jack, why not have a goalkeeper on the bench? Even if we lost this game, losing 3 points because of a lack of a goalkeeper on the bench, say once every 3 seasons, if I'm being generous, I think is better off than losing potentially more points because you've not got outfield options on the bench, especially with only 5 players. Ajaria, Whittaker, it was offside. He hit the woodwork there. But yeah, that's my logic why do I have a goalkeeper on the bench. If I have 7 players on the bench, then 1 is a goalkeeper. And, well, there's still 20 minutes left here. White, the ball might be coming your way, son. He's saved it. He has saved it, I think. It might have hit the post. It's still not away from danger yet. Away, lads. Away. That'll do. That's a foul, ref. We'll take that. 13 minutes left. We're still 3-1 up. I don't know if they've had a shot on target, really. I think that last one did hit the woodwork. It says they've had 2 shots on target. One of those was their goal from the penalty spot. So he's made 1 save, White in goal. Meanwhile, at the other end, their goalkeeper's in constant action. White taking the goal kick. That's not a sentence I feel like I was meant to say at any point in my Football Manager career. He should not be there. He should not be doing this. I mean, Maidenhead are still looking for a goal. They've only had 2 shots on target in the entire game. 1 was from the penalty spot. From a defensive point of view, just ignoring the goalkeeper, I feel like we've played quite well here, and yet it might not be enough. Ordinarily, this is a comfy scoreline. With these circumstances, it definitely isn't. 2 shots on target could just result in 2 goals. Maidenhead launch it forward. Deborah wins the ball. Forner flicks it on further. Ball is going to be pumped back into our area. We miss the interception. White comes out, and Jed Abbey cuts our lead to 1. I will say, Deborah at centre-back, the new signing, not been great so far. I don't want to throw him under the bus. He's missed his header there. I'm not going to blame White entirely. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. How much added time is there? 6 minutes. That makes me think the Rose injury could be bad. If the injury time just comes and goes here, though, this is a legendary result. We've won it. I don't know how we've won it. I forgot to make any other subs because I was just so distracted by the goalkeeping situation. Doesn't matter. 3 points. We had to play 30 minutes there with a striker in goal. For some reason, he was given a 6.0 rating there. That feels harsh. That was, by the way, our game in hand on Yeovil. It makes our gap at the top of the table at exactly the halfway mark. 8 points plus a whole lot of goal difference. Joe Rose has now fractured his wrist. That's annoying. Miles, get ready. You're coming back into the team, mate. I've criticised this bloke a lot, haven't I? Whittaker, you know what? We didn't get off on the best footing. He didn't play very well. He has actually started to play a lot better lately. 2 goals there, have a lot to thank him for. You can see here, Andy White in need of a rest. We really have been dependent on him in our team this year. He does a lot of running for us as our pressing forward. Given the fact our next opposition in 3 days' time are bottom of the league, probably going to try and give him a rest. Speaking of which, it's Ebbsfleet up next, resting up the players, rotating things a little bit. Maybe a few players you've not seen in live commentary is going to play in this next one. Don't go anywhere. So for this game against Ebbsfleet, I'm going to be a bit disrespectful here. Look, they're bottom of our league. They're underperforming. Last year, they actually finished up in 7th and just missed out on the playoffs. They are in a whole world of trouble. And I kind of want to rest some players. So there's going to be some live commentary debuts today. Remember Musa, youth prospect of Manchester United, was released, brought him in to be our 5th choice striker. He's going to start today. Elsewhere in the team, Morehouse going to be starting at centre, attacking mid. I feel like this is the kind of game where I'm going to rotate things. The FA Cup does allow me to have a goalkeeper on the bench because there's 9 players on the bench. Of course, Roberts is going to start between the sticks. In the defence, Spencer Addons and Hockenhull, 2 of our centre-backs from last year, are reunited. Watson is going to be playing at left centre-back. Going to give the kids in the full-back position a rest. Similar story for Hume, Thorndike, even for the sake of Andy White, who wanted a rest before. I'm hoping we're in a situation where I don't need to sub him on. Of course, if we now go on to bottle this game, it's going to be rather awkward. I'd like to think that even if we struggle here, we've got capabilities to bring on weapons on off the bench to turn the game around. Should also point out, I think in real life, the FA Cup has changed the rules around replays. It might be from the 3rd round onwards. I can't exactly remember. In this universe, it's using last year's rules. The FA Cup will have a replay up to the 5th round. Probably getting a bit ahead of myself to be thinking about the 5th round, but let me dream. Okay, I don't want to alarm anyone. 15 minutes into this game, we're not having as much of the ball as I'm used to. Ebbsfleet with a goal kick, looking to play out from the back. You can see we've got plenty of players here committed to the press, trying to force a turnover in possession high up the pitch. We forced them to go long here. Watson wins his header. Forner picks up the loose ball in the middle. Hockenhull now to step out with it. Of course, Hockenhull was such a vital part of our team last year. This year, definitely more of a backup, although he has played a decent number of minutes. And I feel like in this kind of game here, the team that we have on show should be capable of beating this Ebbsfleet team. Victor Musa, first ever senior goal, first goal for us. In off his noggin. Ball played to the left-hand side, and who else is it going to be? No, it's not AA, it's Pi. 3.16. That's an awful joke. Look, it's in the back of the net. That's all that matters. Kickoff highlight immediately. I mean, a quick 1-2 would certainly settle the nerves. I'd be lying if I was to say that having rotated the team here, I'm a little fearful of ending up with egg on my face. You know, this could be the kind of game that I look back on and go, well, I messed up there by rotating, but I think we have enough quality here. Our fixture schedule has been absolutely brutal already this year, and with that in mind, I do just want to rotate things around. It's a squad game. A few of these players we signed to be squad players, and I suppose for them, this is a bit of a trial. If they can show us that they're capable here, maybe I'll play them more in big league games. Maybe I'll start to show them a little bit more trust. Johnson at right wing back lays it inside to Forner, who is sliding in at Regista today. Given to Pi, he cuts inside, already 1 assist, could shoot from here, pulls it across. Musa scores again. It's the same combo from left to right. It's 2. What a weird situation we're in here where we have 2 left backs in Pi and Allen who are just absolutely insane. I mean, there, the ball just squared across. Musa, the kid, he's on for a hat-trick. Probably should be playing him more in the league. Ebbsfleet still trying to play the ball out from the back with the system. They've given the ball away again here. Pi to Forner. Probably shouldn't shoot. Looks like he wants to shoot. Brings it forward. Forces a save out the keeper. Still got a corner here. Worth noting, I've changed our corner routine. We're aiming for the back post with 3 players there to aim for. I'll be honest, it's not really working. Yeah, one of the kind of board culture things is make the most of set pieces. We need to do more from that. I have one corner routine that I know is just absolutely broken. I don't want to use that one. I want to find something new. Berry giving the ball short to Burley here. They are still trying to do this passing out from the back thing, and it just isn't working. Someone needs to tell them to stop. It's like watching Southampton in the Premier League under Russell Martin at the moment. We've won the ball here. Pi looking for a hat-trick of assists. Back to Musa. He's got a hat-trick, and Pi has a hat-trick of assists. This is just silly. I mean, at the risk of sounding a little disrespectful to Musa, I looked at his polygon after we signed him, and I did think to myself, why have I signed this guy as 5th choice striker? This is why, I think. I mean, it's 3-0. I don't know what else to say. I'm shocked. Just to be clear, not by the scoreline, just by the fact that it's the same goal scorer and the same assister 3 times in a row. I mean, they should be subbing off their right back, really, shouldn't they? Although, they've now got a long throw. It's launched... I was going to say it's launched in. It's not even beaten the first man. They've got so many men committed to the attack here, Ebbsfleet, from the long throw that maybe we could catch them out. Stewart launches it to Pye. I mean, he's probably not going to be able to assist much from this deep, but we'll look to get the ball forward here in these last 2 minutes of the half. Forner to Musa to Morehouse. Nice build-up play here. McGlynn through the middle, onside, should finish it. It does finish it. And our reserve team's okay. I loaded up the bench with all these potential players to bring on if things weren't going to plan. I kind of conceded. I was a little bit nervous going into this one that I could be messing up by rotating it. It's just worked, hasn't it, today? I mean, Jones has picked up a booking. You know what? Joe Barres, come on. Onto the pitch you go. Have some fun. I will play him at Regista, I think. Is he a Regista? He has no balance, but as long as he doesn't get pushed, he'll be fine. Johnson with the ball inside to Musa. We are looking absolutely, well, relentless right now. Pye. 4 assists would be fun. 4 assists. Where's Musa? Where's Musa? There's Musa. This is actually stupid. I'm not, just to be clear, there's nothing special going on here. There is no reason that this is working like it is. It's 4 assists for Pye. It's 4 goals for Musa. Yeah, football manager's a weird and wonderful game, isn't it? I don't know who's going to get man of the match here. I guess Musa can have the match ball. Pye can have the champagne or something. Musa. No, he is old enough to drink, actually, Musa. He's just turned 19. Pye. Stop it. Stop it. It's gone over, Musa, this time. It's to Johnson. Musa gets the rebound. The flag's raised. It's offside. You know, things are getting bad when I'm repeatedly saying stop it. I'm trying to calm down my players and make them, well, not continue to do what they're doing. And yet, I don't think they can help themselves. They're having a whale of a time right now. Ebbsfleet for the first time all game with 15 minutes left. Maybe with a sniff of an opportunity here. Page looking for the overlap at left back. Running into, well, a lot of trouble. We've crowded out the middle, but the ball does find its way in. It's hit the crossbar. It's gone over. The clean sheet is safe for now, but that was a warning with their first shot of the game. Where is Pye? He's on the left side. Give it to Pye. Joe. Tackled. Could we win the ball back? I mean, imagine if they score here. Barres to Pye. To Pye. Right, where's Musa? Musa, get running, son. The ball's coming for you. I've spotted him. He's been found. Imagine. That's all I need to imagine. Often with matches like this, I kind of cut out the non-goal highlights towards the end of the game if it looks like a foregone conclusion. Every time the ball goes to left back, I'm sat thinking, well, this one has to make the cut. Editing Jack can't take this one out. I want you to experience with me what I'm experiencing this game. Musa, he could have scored 3 or 4 more, I feel like. Absolutely crazy result in this one. Safe to say, we're into the next round of the FA Cup. The second round, here we go. Victor Musa, 12-minute hat-trick. This man has 10 jumping reach and 6 heading. I don't know what I've just seen. I mean, well done, Connor Pye. I mean, now he's going to want to start, isn't he? I can't drop Aaron. I can't. I think we need to have a serious discussion here. Down in the comments, are you Team Pye or Team AA? Let me know. I don't know what to do with these two. Who will we play next round? Find out tomorrow. Ooh. Now, I think the good news for us now is that our fixture schedule is kind of going to just be more normal. When you look at the amount of games we've played per month for the last 3 months, is absolutely absurd. Still a little bit busy now in November, although saying that 2 of these games are on the same day, so this later one is going to be rejigged. But yeah, hopefully now we can settle into our stride and just maintain the gap at the top. That'll be the plan. Next time out, we are coming back for the FA Cup second round. Hope you guys are excited for it. Let me know. Team Pye, Team AA, down below. I'll see you next time. It's me, Jack, and I'm out.